Well, today is Earth Day, a time set aside to be aware of and to appreciate our environment. It's a big deal around the world and celebrated on the Sun Coast. SNN's John Woodruff joining us now with the very latest on the importance of Earth Day. John.
Well, Mike, the first Earth Day took place in 1970, and since then it's been celebrated every year. And for those of us who were born later than the 70s, it can be hard to realize the significance of Earth Day and how much progress has been made in cleaning up the environment.
Earth Day is the beginning of the environmental movement in the United States.
The world was a different place when Earth Day first was celebrated in 1970. Pollution of the sky and water by factories was largely ignored, and many harmful pesticides, such as DDT, were used with abandon. But a grassroots campaign that began in San Francisco changed the way Americans and the world viewed the environment.
1 in 10 people on the first Earth Day turned out in the United States. It pushed the federal government to start initiating changes.
The Earth Day movement led to the Clean Air Act, the Clean Water Act, and the creation of the Environmental Protection Agency under President Richard Nixon. University of South Florida Sarasota Manatee adjunct professor John Freeman says we've come a long way since the first Earth Day. He also says the environmental concerns that started the movement are magnified today.
Think back to 1970, the Earth's population was a lot smaller. It was about 3.7 billion. Now we're at about 7.1 billion. We have a lot more people on this planet, a lot more consumers. We have a lot more industry, a lot more economic growth. Hence, we have potential for a lot more pollution. So it's really good to have these rules and regulations in place.
Earth Day is now celebrated internationally, and Freeman says that's a promising sign for the future of the planet.
One thing that gives me hope is the 80 million strong millennial generation in this country. They seem more socially and environmentally conscious.
Now, locally, Freeman is involved with the Green Sustainability Team at USF Sarasota Manatee. He says there are many ways you can go green at home and at work. One of the easiest and most effective ways is to start up a recycling program.
Take care of the earth, John. It'll take care of you.
That's right.
Thanks.